we are discussing how India's aspirations of making a fifth generation fighter aircraft called the Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft have hit a hurdle. India was looking at an American engine made by General Electric called the F414 for making the prototypes or the 5 prototypes of the AMCA. Now, the price reportedly being quoted by the General Electric is far too expensive as per Indian aspirations to get those engines. The price estimation given for an engine for the AMCA's prototypes would cost around $180 million. Now, with the AMCA having 2 engines, that will be approximately $360 to $380 million for each plane. Twin engine will cost that much. Now, to do it in rupee terms, it will cost around 3,500 crore rupees just for the engines. So, the cost of the plane goes up exponentially. Now, India has given out an RFP called the Request for Proposal to 3 Indian consortiums to make the prototypes for the AMCA. 5 of the prototypes have to be made. The prototypes have to be flying in 30 months from now. It is part of the Indian aspirations to match the Chinese 5th generation fighter aircraft J-35, which the Chinese are also offering to Pakistan, and Pakistan may acquire the 5th gen plane probably in the year 2026 itself. However, let us clarify here. The important part of the story why we are bringing you to here is that this price negotiation for the AMCA engines, prototype of the AMCA engines, has no bearing on the ongoing joint venture talks between the General Electric and Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. The HAL is a company owned by the Ministry of Defence. There are talks by the 2 companies. The technical talks have been completed. Commercial talks are going on for a transfer of technology and license production of the same F414 engine in India. So, to segregate, the talks of the joint venture of the GE and HAL are separate from what the price India was seeking the engines for the AMCA's prototype development. It has got no bearing. The AMCA's engine costs being quoted now has no bearing on the joint venture which GE and HAL have or planning to have to make a joint engine in India. The engine is the same, F414 produced by General Electric. The same engine is used by the Boeing F-18A, the US Navy's and the US Air Force's plane. Coming back to the HAL engines and the need for this F414. The F414 engine is the engine on which India's next generation Tejas Mark II plane is based. The Tejas Mark II is expected to be around 17 tons, carry greater payloads and use the heavier or the more powerful F414 engine. The Tejas Mark 1A is so far powered by the F404 engine made by the same company, General Electric. The F414 engine's joint venture was first discussed between Prime Minister Modi and US President Biden in 2023, almost 3 years ago in July 2023. Since then, the 2 companies, GE and HAL, have come together. The technical talks have completed, sources in the Defense Ministry tell us. The commercial negotiations are on. These commercial negotiations will include a payment for transfer of technology, which is natural corollary, and also setting up of a maintenance facility, a production facility, and also a MRO hub for the same engine. Now, these engines, why they are needed? India is making around 150 of the Tejas Mark II, and the engine is also supposed to go in the first variant of the AMCA. Around 60 to 70 of the first variant of AMCA are to be made. The second variant of the AMCA will have a more powerful engine, a 120 kilonewton engine made by Safran of France, and again, HAL is the partner in that engine too. Now, the 414 will also be used for the naval twin-engine deck-based fighter and also future fighter jet programs. That means just the 414 engine is production. Almost 500 to 600 pieces of the F414 engines are needed for the Indian Air Force and the Navy's fighter jet fleet to be in aspect of readiness over the next 10, 15, 20 years. This program, we'll keep on updating you how this story pans out and how the engine issue comes up and how it is being sorted out. For now, the AMCA's prototype may be powered temporarily with another engine. That is a possibility that no decision has been taken so far. The possibility is on having a Safran engine or a Rolls-Royce engine. That is we know so far. To finish this story so far, we will keep on making updates for it. With me is Tribune photographer Mukesh Agarwal.